What you got Logan on there, OG of the Rec League, probably stepping as a sub, but Houston Warthogs, man, I love the name, I love the colors. So, I'm going to go against you on this one, go with the Houston. Let's get it on. We got this P1 getting ready to jump off, but you see both teams trying to get control of this hotel spawn, but player two, and that is Dapology, wins that first battle, trying to find the second, but he loses that, as we see 3 live to kill feed for the Minnesota Floppr. They're trying to find Elzen on the hill, and they do find that, so now they got full control of this P1. You got the back spawns in, though, for Houston Warthogs, which, I mean, the front spawns. No, I'm not bad. The back spawns for Houston Warthogs, which is good for this P2 if it does the jump, but you got to watch out for Nasty, who's making a play. He finds one before he finally gets taken out. J-Ski now put his foot in the hill, followed up by It's Riding, finds one on the hill. Houston Warthogs should probably not get the rest of the scrap time, but looking at P2, no team is there. It's going to be a big battle between player 7 and player 1. Let's see who wins this to get a bigger time for P2.
Yeah, Elson just gets backed down there off that P2, and off the back of that, number 7 able to find a big 2-piece, and that's going to secure that opening time over in that hotel hill. But the back spawns are still there for the Warthogs. You got Dapology and crew going to try to break it with a big face smash through this side. The trades are going to have to be there for him, but J-Ski and Logan combined for 2 right away. It's going to make it so hard, and now Ryden is left all alone to try and get in here. He's going to get a big opening kill. Gonna snap onto Logan as well, just not able to finish it. Gonna finally pick that up, and his teammates are there to get in the hill as well, but quickly cut down. The Floppr are here, and they're not giving this time up at all.
No, they're not, man. The guy he was shooting for the roof, man, was not missing the shot. This is Diamond. So we say it's the best of the best. They're not missing their shots. Minnesota Floppr, a big hold on the P2. Now I'm rotating over to this P3. Looking like it's going to be an even split right now, but It's Riding gets taken down by Logan. And then It's Riding, It's Riding does find a big 2-piece before Nasty takes him down. Nasty, last man up. He finds that kill, but player 4 is there, an Impo, who gets one before he gets taken down. The kill feed is just going back and forth, pinstripe, but Minnesota Floppr will finally find control of this hill. They're trying to put pressure up on the map. Over the spawn is it. Dapology making the big play. They're trying to get the control of top green. He knows his team is pushing in from the blue side, so they're trying to find the kills, and that is what they do. They get control of the kills, get control of the spawns, and now they have control of the hill before they finally get taken out.
This last 20 seconds is going to be really big for them because they can potentially chain this together. As you had number 2 spawning out here, he's going to try to pick some kills. The rest of his team spawns behind green now. The Warthogs have a chance to maybe play through this time here and get themselves a break on to next, but unfortunately Ryden gets the ultimate COD timing and just dies on the side of the hill. So now Floppr have a pretty much free hold here. One more player in Elzen to deal with around the outside, at least right away, and they're going to be able to find him, and they are kicking his teammates in the teeth as well. And this is looking like a pretty clean hold, except for Impo coming through the front. Elson going to be able to find one as well, and the Warthogs are looking to tear into this hill.
Hey, big 2 by Impo, man. That was big 2. His team needed it to stop this bleeding, but it didn't stop it for long. But they got control of the spawns. They know that Minnesota Floppr are now had to make the trip to get to this hill. Big win by Dapology's player coming through that top blue area. Now it's Ryan next man up. He finds one. No, that same team. So, I mean, they keep finding the kills that they need to find, and they clearing out these Minnesota Floppr. One last 1-on-1. It's Riding versus Soda, and Soda wins that, but Impo is there off the respawn to get the last 8 seconds for the Minnesota Floppr. Player 2, Dapology, already on the rotation, already trying to get control of these back spawns for his team. Player 6 is on his way, trying to see if he can find them. Oh, big kill by player 6 to get Dapology out of there. To get Dapology out of there, and Minnesota Floppr will get control of early time.
Yeah, these kills off rotation are so big for the Floppr here, and they're keeping it going. Logan on a 3 streak this life, putting down tons of damage in mid, getting lots of info for his team as well. They know they're trying to break through green, and Soda is there to cut him down. But Impo is over the top, in through the hill, catches a weird timing there. Nasty gonna walk away from that gunfight, but Ryden is there for a quick trade. And now just another big face smash onto this P4, and the Minnesota Floppr had it for a moment, but Impo good with the cleanups. And that's going to give themselves a little bit of time here on this 15, is now the Floppr got to either full commit to this and try to play through mid, or kind of looks like they're all just going to die on the hill here for the most part. And now the Warthogs are kind of set up.
Yeah, I mean, there's the Minnesota Floppr said, let's get this last like 2 seconds of this hill and get control of this P1 as they get the kills. That's worked in their favor, but now you got Houston Warthogs spread all the way across the map, just trying to get the kills that they need to kill. They get one, they get control of this hill. They're down by 30 points, so they're gonna have to, try to get control of the hard point, because that's the name of the game, is to get control this time. And Elsden taking routes, controlling bottom yellow. Impo trying to get the guy in the back by the tick. He does find him. Guy out of blue, J-Ski just absolutely shreds Impo, but Dabology with the read takes him down, but there's too much pressure from Minnesota on the hill. Elsden trying to make a play from the top green. Let's see if he can get there. He's following these players, but they just take him down, but it allows his teammates to get control of this hill. Houston Warhawks on this P1 did a great job, inching closer and closer as they almost got a tie game. Maybe take the lead. They can hold on for a little bit longer, but Minnesota Floppr with the break, but P2 is what it's riding is thinking about now. He knows that one player's in the back, so he's trying to push him back in his team. Gets a big 3 in the kill feed, so this should be good for the Houston Warhawks.
Yeah, what a great way to chain that P1. You got so much time off of that into P2. You're getting that early 10 seconds or so. Now Dabology going to combine with Ryden for a big entry into this hill, and it is just an orange kill feed as the Warthogs starting to find a foothold on the map here. You did have number 5 poke a hole for a moment in the setup, but Elson's going to be there to put damage down and get at least some comms through to the team, but it's not good enough. The Floppr in through the front. Soda and Logan combined for a big 2P. He's going to force Dabology to maybe rethink his strategy here, but he's just going to beam that player right in the head, and that is the Warthogs right back in the hill. A big 20 seconds to pick up, and they have the ability to rotate early here, and they're going to take that, and they know that all of those players spawned on that back corner. You can see how Elson's reacting now. I'm going to try to push that out.
Yeah, I mean, big lead change right now for the Houston Warthogs. They got a 140-114 lead going into this next hill. Minnesota Floppr will get the early time right now, but Elsden and Co take them down. Elsden's early time is going to go to us as in Houston Warthogs. But there's a battle in this playing side. Minnesota Floppers are getting those close spawns right there behind back green, so they're able to get on this hill quick at taking down one of the Houston Warthog players. But they are here, all spawning up by this back tank. Impo, big nade to clear the hill. This leaves player 5 by himself. Elsden making the play through mid, and Houston Warthogs are in this hill.
Yeah, they're pushing this out too. Ryden putting down so much damage here. They know where these players are spawning. They're making them run through their pre-aims here, but Floppr able to find the kills off the back spawn. Impo gonna have to try to pick the pieces up here and maybe keep them from pushing onto that blue side of the map. But so far, the Warthogs just going to have to dig in here. They did get number 4 spawn out with them, so a little bit of a pinch if they can give them just a little bit of time.
Yeah, man, they win that opening gunfight, so that should help him out. Here comes Impo, making his way through the hill. He does find that first player trying to run through the top blue. And early time for Houston Warthogs is looking like good. The first wave is here. J-Ski's the last man up for his team. He's going to slow it down, wait for the reinforcements to ride. The reinforcements are here, but Impo does find one. J-Ski trying to make a play for the back, but the kill feed lights up all orange, and that means Minnesota Floppr win that second wave. The third wave is here for the Minnesota Floppr coming through steps, and Impo is shutting it down. Any way that the Minnesota Floppr are trying to get into this blue hill, Houston Warthogs are just doing everything they need to do to shut it down.
Yeah, it's just looking dominant here on P4 from the Warthogs to get the biggest lead yet in the map. And what a time to get it as well, as this will put them right over that 200-point threshold. You got It's Ryden pushing out the front, does huge damage for a 1.5 piece there. Does not quite find it, but that's going to give your team the ability to just start pushing those angles, start working up the map a little bit. But Nasty and Logan going to cut him down. J-Ski finds one as well, so now Elsden left all alone as his team's off respawn, but they spawned in the back, Goon.
Yeah, they got this back spot. Let's see what they decided to do with it. They slowed down. They didn't try to move before they finally get figured out. There goes player 4 making the chow on the hill, but he finally gets taken down. He does find a big 2. This is Elsden coming from plane, trying to find the third, but he gets taken down. Now the spawns have flipped in favor for Minnesota Floppr. This is good for them so they can try to get themselves back into this hard point, but it does not matter as the kill feed lights up all orange for the Houston Warthogs. But these spawns are still spawning in the back, and Dap is making the read. Knowing that these players are back, back here, but the spots are starting to flip. One last player in the back, and Elzen takes him out. Players through mid, they get taken out, and Houston Warthogs are looking to win on P1.
Yeah, they really found their rhythm here in the back rotation of this hard point. Impo getting cut down, but slowly but surely the Warthogs have found an edge here. Now the Floppr are going to have to fight from the backside here. They got players spread across the map to maybe get a crossfire onto this P1. So far, so good. They get the little bit of initial time here after just a whole lot of white time for about 15 seconds here. Now the Warthogs going to have to try to break back in. The nades fire off, and there's a TK to boot, and the Warthogs break right back into the hill, and this is not good for the Floppers.
Not good, especially as they're getting chopped down as they're coming out of spawn. Player 7, he's the closest player that could have made a difference, but he gets taken down. Now it's up to Jayski. He does find one. He does give his team control, but he instantly gets taken down. The player out of yellow. But the trades are just going in. We're getting the kill feed. We finally find 3 for the Minnesota Floppr. They're trying to just stay in this game. 229, 175. Mean the game is not over. You got to get to 250. That is the name of this hard point. And Minnesota Floppr, they know that being down 181 to 229 going into the speed 2, they know they got to make sure they get every kill and control the spawns. Super coming out of spawns, they're running as fast as they can to get to this hill, but player 4 doing a great job in the hill. Player 5 doing a great job in the hill to keep off these Houston Warthogs, to get themselves to the 200 point mark. 200, 229 as Minnesota Floppr are fighting back in this hard point.
The Floppr are not going away, Goon. They are sticking around, but the Warthogs wipe them off the hill as soon as we gas them up. The classic Cursorino. And now the Floppr with a nice 2-2 pinch here. They're going to have to try to break this in. They got to work their trades. Big kills on the front side of the hill. Now it's up to Elzen. He's going to close it out with a 3-piece. Elzen, a dagger for the map. And that is looking like the Minnesota Warthogs take it 250 to, what was that, 230 some, 209. What a banger of a map one here in Diamond quarterfinals.
Yeah, it was a banger, man. Elson with that big, big 3-piece to send us off. To call game for his team was big, but man, look at he's making the big play too on the best play. But man, it could have
on the defense. The Floppr do have a leg up, opting for that pretty classic spread. They're leaving no lanes open here, but they got tons of aggression towards the A bomb site. Impo squaring with the NPC, does not care. And now look at the Warthogs. They are all over A.
Yeah, so A was the site that I've had with you get this server room, man, where you can try to get control, but there's battles that went 3 kills that went in the favor of Minnesota Floppr. That leaves this riding with the big boost. Oh, can he find one? No. He shot shot missed a little bit, whiff off to the left. The wind blew it off a little bit, but man, great play right there by the Minnesota Floppr to understand that Houston Warthogs was getting ready to take control of this A side, get an A plant down, rotate over. Big 2 kills by Nasty. Minnesota Floppr take round 1.
Very, very good round for them. Great job at rotating. That one solo player over at A saw the 2 players with the bomb, just immediately hitting them out, and the rotations came through. And that's what you need to see on defense, especially early. Good signs for the rest of this series here. So now Nasty is going to be horking some nades over towards Dojo. Looks like B is the objective they want to take. And the Floppr are going to spot that player on the bomb right away. Nasty with a free one onto Dapper. And they activate onto the site now. Spreading out. The smoke is still here. Elzen is here also going to try to put some kills down. But Jayski's going to fire off. The trades go back and forth. Impo now trying to stay alive, and he couldn't get it done. Just hit his shins on the board, could not get away, and the Floppr are going to take a second round.
Yeah, man, that was too many cheeseburgers he ate before the match, man. Couldn't get over the pole, man. He was literally stuck on it in Logan's POV. But yeah, man, great 2 rounds right there by Minnesota Floppr. Maybe an aggressive play by Dapper to jump on that bomb with the smoke when his team was on the defending side. But Minnesota Floppr put out 2 good rounds. Nasty, probably gunplay nasty, 4-1, doing what he needs to do. Keep his team, in this game, trying to tie this series up 1-1. The Houston Warthogs will have control of this bomb site, going towards his B side, and there goes the snipe. It's right in, takes Logan right off the map. Bomb going down on B side. Minnesota Floppr got a retake.
This is a huge retake now for the Floppr. 2-3 situation. Option to come through mid now. Nasty going to square up on the first player. Gets a free one onto Elzen. But now both players are privy to where they are. But Soda finds a kill. And now it's up to Impo versus Soda. Soda through the air. He's going to start clamping down on this player. But Impo is too strong. The iron unbreakable. And the Warthogs are going to find their first round.
Yeah, man, this is a battle, man. I thought Impo was getting, I thought Soda was getting, I mean, I thought Soda was getting ready to win this, man, by angle he had, but Impo, man, being too mixy, being too, just moving around inside that little building, making it tough for him to get a hit on him. Give Houston that first round, which is great, man. They needed this. Impo is doing what he needs to do, keep his team in the game, 4-2.
Yeah, what a good round to win for them. You do not want to go down 3-0 in a search and destroy. Just makes things so difficult. Got Dapology on the goose egg search right now. So now Soda and crew going right back to B. They're so comfortable here, but the nades coming out from Elzen, the NPC shots ringing out, and Elzen wants blood. He's trying to find these players here good. He's getting mixy.
Yeah, man, he wants one. He just give me one, please. He's getting the hit mark. His teammates, where are you? Push up. Jayski finds one through mid. So that kind of slows down the push just a little bit for the Houston Warthogs as they allow Jayski to push up. There goes Soda, though, finding the trade on to its right, and Dapology is down. Now it's a 3v2 favor, 4v2 favor of the Minnesota Floppr. They decide, let's go take this bomb to the A side. Els and the coach trying to make the read, but they run right into the Minnesota Floppr, and Minnesota Floppr take the round to go up 3-1.
Jayski just holding it down in mid. He's going to gun both of these players for the round. What a snap out of the kid.
I thought he got 2, but I wasn't sure, so I didn't want to call it. It was just so quick. The kills went down so quick. And that purple, it's kind of tough to read down there, in the kill feed, but it's all good. I'm working it out. But Minnesota Floppr, man, 3 rounds to 1 Houston Warthog round, which is pretty good. Houston Warthogs on the offensive. You see Minnesota Floppr doing this 2-2 split. Actually, 2-1 split, sending one player through mid. But all of Houston Warthogs are saying, let's do this mid push. Not, it got shut down. They're turning around, wrapping it back. Now time is ticking to see what they're going to decide to do with this bomb.
Yeah, the play call is looking like maybe to try and find a pick somewhere on the map. Dapology squaring up with that AR through mid. Snipers going to spot each other there, but it's going to be Elzen that's pushing out this hut. He runs right into the iron of Logan. He's taken down for the first blood, and that's going to activate the rest of the Warthogs, but they get cut down. Jayski and Soda both find a kill, and now it's just up to its right. And I think he does know that he's behind a player here, but he does not know that the entire rest of the Floppr are running him down, and that is an easy round for the Floppr.
Yeah, man, and we got to make sure we take notes, right? This right here is Logan, OG Logan. You snipe me in a round. The next round, I'm coming out with my sniper and I'm challenging back. That's what I love about the kid Logan, man. He shows you that he's a competitor. He shows you, okay, you want to pull out the sniper? I'm gonna show you how you pull out the sniper. Finds the opening first blood, man. So now we got a sniper battle. Logan versus It's Right. I think it's Right. It may not want to take the fade, but we may see here. But Minnesota Floppr on the attacker round.
I'm interested to see the play call that they opt with here. Looks like they're going to go to A. Haven't done that just yet, but it's riding with a dirty little angle here. He's going to be able to get some good info for his team. The stun comes through, and it's a little sketchy, but he finds the kill. The bomb now down in a terrible position for the Floppr as they try to pick up the pieces here.
What a face with that. Wow. That was a crazy name, but it's right in, man. He switched off the sniper, pulled up the NPC, got into the A site, and just made the right read. And as soon as they came in, they ran
Oh,
right
Dapper
into
didn't
It's
see him.
Riding. Let's see if he can get the ace. There is Soda. Come on, teammates. You got to bait the ace. He's going up top. No
Hey.
baiting for the ace for It's Riding. Just trying to get the win. We're down 1-4. Sorry for your ace. We got to get the round win, and Dapology finishes it out.
Yeah, I think more important than the ace, you get Dapper out of the agency watch. 1-5 now, previously 0-5. You definitely don't want to just keep letting that slide. It does terrible things to your confidence here. So the hardest one, usually the first one. Now the Warthogs have a chance to maybe swing some momentum here, but it's going to come off the back of a really big attacking round.
Yeah, man, they need this attacking round. Zampo gets the bomb. They're going towards B. You know, Minnesota Floppr, they're playing good hard point, especially behind J-Ski, who's 8-3. Logan pulling out the boomstick for this big defense. See if he can find anything through the smoke. Oh, I know he found a flash right to the face, and he gets attacked
Oh,
by Elzen, but I don't know who that is. I think that was it's Ryan. It's Ryan. It got big too, man. And he switched off. He said, "No more sniper for me. I'm about to pull out this NPC and I'm challenged."
it's just the individual performances from the Warhawks to keep him in this. Namely, it's riding. The last two rounds has been so big. Now on a 6 streak. I mean, and that cruise missile could come huge here in the later rounds of this. So, I mean, we'll have to see if he's sticking with the NPC here. It looks like he is. Looks like they might try to get a little dirty here over towards that B side, and that's exactly the call. A four hit to B, and the Floppr are not shy. They are here with them, and it's going to be a bang out.
Yes, Bank out his here. He throws an eight, trying to get that opening blood. Dabology does find the first. Else you got to watch that player through who's running through mid. Hey, he's going to be a big contributor in this game, but they're just pushing. Oh, they're just pushing up. They don't. They do not care. The left sticks are planted forward. They're not going sideways. They're
Back
not
at
going back.
B.
It's riding. Does get taken down by J-Ski. MVP versus MVP. J-Ski happens to take him off that 6th streak. So
Ooh.
those quick missile for him. But Elzen gets a big one in the stairs. Take down J-Ski. Now it's up to Nasty. Nasty gets taken down. Houston Warhogs. 3 straight on the board. Tied this up at 4-4. My bad. You know I'm a Rocket fan.
God, what a big win from Elzen to kill that player in the back of the map. And it seemed like it was going to get way, way sketchy there for a second. But the Warthogs able to bring it back, keeping that momentum going. Tie game now in this search and destroy. And I do believe Raiden got that cruise missile.
Oh yep,
Yeah,
he has
cruise
it. He
missile
has
in
it in
tow.
that back pocket. So that's good. It's good. He got that cruise missile because I thought he got to take it down. But here we go. We are on this offensive round. They're going through this mid, trying to do this mid push. Probably try to go through mid, push it through A, get into server room. Yeah,
Oh.
that is gonna be the play right now. There's no
Oh,
kills. Oh, JC gets the first blood, and
no.
he gets Soda gets the second, but Impo finds Nasty. It's 2v2, 3v2. If they were Minnesota, but Dabology evens it up before he finally gets shaken out. Now it's up to It's Riding. He's been playing good for his team. Let's see if he can win this up. He got to pick up the bomb, and he has to get these last 2 kills. They know where he's at. He moves out of his spot, trying to get a kill for his team,
Woo.
but he just has to reposition, run away, and rethink what he's going to do for the rest of this round.
Yeah, 45 seconds on the board. He's got a little bit of time to work with here, but neither of these players from the Flopper are giving him really any way to move here. Because they're going to know as soon as he gets around and gets local, and that's going to be a quick kill from the Flopper to shut him down. Getting map point here. You still have a cruise missile in tow from the Warthogs, but you got to get past Soda and the crew first, who just seems so clutch in these moments.
Yeah, man, they went up 4-1. They was, started laughing a little bit, having a little fun. Lost a little, a little focus to the game, but they picked it right back up in that round. J-Ski, 10-5, doing what he needs to do. Match point, like you said, for Minnesota Floppr. Let's see if Houston Warthogs can hold on from here.
Go. Looks like they're carrying the bomb straight up through mid. Minnesota Floppr looking to call game off of some quick ankle breaks here and just running right down their throat. But Dapology and Impo hold strong. And now it is up to Logan and Nasty to try to get it done. Leave it to Nasty as Logan gets dookied on in mid. And now the Floppr looking like they're going to take this to a round 11 here unless Nasty is a generational 1v3.
Yeah, man. Nasty 1v3. They know the bomb is down. They're camping it. Great discipline. If you are a Warthog, this is what you like to see. If you're a Warthog fan, they're just gonna just mosey up around the bomb, but Nasty, he has plenty of time to try to find it, but now
They
position is
activate.
known. Let's go get him. Everybody chow him. He's in dojo. Great chow right there, the Houston Warthogs. We are going 11. You got it stuck in my head. Warthogs going 11. This has been a great search and destroy, teamwork.
And fantastic search and destroy. Back from the brink, the Warthogs take it to as far as it can go. And now in round 11, with a cruise missile, I may add, back on the defense as well. This is looking pretty weighted towards the Warthogs, but the Floppr have been so good in these situations. You cannot count them out here. But the play call is going to be everything. And taking it towards that B side, you see Ryden setting up on that cruise missile. He's probably going to call that in, get all the info for his team. Says, hey, they're literally all B, and now they got to go hide in their spawn, and we get a full reset on this round because, I mean, you just can't even move if you are a member. And he's going to try to curve it in there, and he finds a kill.
Oh!
What a kill from Ryden to get this round started.
He's been big all game. Doesn't matter what weapons in his hand. Cruise missile gets it right into the window. Now it's a 3v4 disadvantage for Minnesota Floppr. They're trying to hold on to this to this map as they were up 4-1 in the series, trying to slowly take it over to this B side. Dapology's putting shots down through mid to slow them down, but they still are trying to bang their way to this B side. B is the play, and B is the play. They're going to stick with it, but Elzen shuts it down. It's Ryden. Elzen with 1. Now it's up to Jayski. He's 10-6. It's going to have to be 14-6. He's going to make a play in this round. He sees 1, but he does not get the kill. Jump shots are in. The retreat is on by Jayski. He's looking for the player in mid-cut. Cannot find it. Houston Warthogs win the search and destroy 6-5. And now they're up in the series 2-0.
What a comeback for the Warthogs, just showing that ice here in map 2 on Den, taking it to the Warthogs. Just living in the chaos. They love it. They absolutely love when it gets mixy, and you can see it here on the good side where they're going to start. These first few kills are going to be everything on this break-off.
We're seeing it. There goes Nasty. He starts it off with the first one, and then his kill feed just lights up 3 for Minnesota Floppr. I mean, we can see a low-scoring game, or we could see one of those games where teams are just running right at this site as Logan gets the first detonation of the game for Minnesota Floppr. His teammates are still pushed up. I played 4. They still haven't been able to take care of him, but they finally take down Logan. While the ball is reset under this plain sight. 2 players from Minnesota are going mid, but Soda, he finds 1. He gets taken down by 1, so that slows them down just a little bit. 3 lights up the kill feed for the Houston Warthogs, as now they got 3 down, but they don't got control of the map as of yet. But now you got player 8. He's trying to make a play. He has to get a kill or 2 so this ball can get pushed up to this zone. He's trying to sneak it 2, but the kills are in. There's 4. Impo, he finds a big 3, and he gets the score of his own. 1-1, 3 minutes and 50 to go on the clock, and we have a back and forth ball game going on here, T-Mark.
What an insane sequence from Impo there to get the score and the kill, setting his team up for greatness now in an already lights out overload on Scar. Soda gonna try to get onto that device, but just nobody there just yet. Logan's gonna be there to pick it up for the moment with a big 2-piece, looking for 3 in the middle of the map. He's gonna find it. Now Logan leading the charge, stuns out, and that device gets moved to that B bomb site, but it's not going to get delivered just yet. Need a few more kills to punch through this defense here, but Elzen and Impo combining for 2 are going to force the Floppr to back down for now. Maybe try to reset. They have to get some kills.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. They have to. They have to get some kills right now because the ball is just stuck now too, man. But the ball killer, J-Ski, he's picking up where he left off in that search and destroy, using his pistol, getting those little one-shot kills that his teammates are needing, but it's not enough to get his team up the hill. It's still 50-50 yard line. He finally goes down to the hand of Impo. There's 3 in the feed for the Houston Warthogs, but the players were just coming out of spawn, so this ball will stay mid for now. Both teams are trying to get control of the map. Minnesota Floppr now are starting to push up, but the ball, it resets out to this P2 side. Now they have to run all the way over there to pick it up, and they still may get the score, but no, all of the Warthogs are there to shut down that push, get the kills that they need. Now they get control of the ball, trying to push it up to get the score of their own.
What an unfortunate little chain of events and timings there for the Floppr. Looked like they could have scored there, but now 2 minutes left to go in this first round, and Ryden is trying to hold the line trying to push the line, sorry, over towards that B bomb site here. But Tapology and crew just locking it down with good irons in mid. They're spotting these players, but there's a lot of purple arrows just running loose in the middle of the map right now. So if you're the Warthogs, you feel like you can't really push forward just yet. You got to just keep chaining these kills together and get these guys to give you an opening towards a bomb site. But neither team wanting to break at all.
Yeah, just get control of that ball right now. It's just so difficult because, like you said, there's no team getting control. Oh, there is one kill. There's 2 kills right there by Typology. So that could help out the Houston Warthog. Oh, the bomb carrier just found one, and now they're trying to push this in to his B side. But all of Minnesota Floppr right here. Kill feeds are going back and forth. Soda is there. Big 3 out of Soto. Sending Houston Warthogs back to their spawns. Now they can clear out this ball, trying to push it up to this B side. J-Ski, he finds the opening one. His teammates are still finding Kill Finder, but they did not see Impo in yellow. Now they gotta hunt him down. He has NPC in hand. He finds a big, he almost didn't get that kill. He stopped shooting, but his teammates was there for the trade. Ball is just getting stalemated. You called the game earlier, it's low scoring game. That's what we are seeing here. But you gotta think Houston Warthogs not Houston Warthogs, Minnesota Floppr would have the advantage if this switches with the 1-to-1 advantage going towards the favorable side.
Yeah, this last little 30 seconds is going to be big here because you got to think if the Warthogs want to give themselves a favorable position, they want to try to grab that bomb, but you got Logan to deal with. Floppr are going to take control of it, and Logan's just going to try to push it out. Doesn't get there. Tried to get a little mixy on him. Doesn't quite get there, though. Dapology now with the device. He's holding it, and that is going to initiate the final 30 seconds, but it is quickly taken away. And the Warthogs now going to be on the not so good side, but man, was this close round 1. I mean, I don't know if the good side really matters.
Yeah, not with these teams, right? Not with these teams, man. But I thought we saw it there. It looked like it was getting mixy, but Impo, man, did what he needed to do, man. I mean, not Impo. It was J-Ski doing what he needed to do to clear out that. No, it was Soda, my bad. I keep messing up the name. It was Soda getting that big 3-piece. That big 3-piece was everything, because if he didn't get that 3-piece, then that was most likely a score for the Houston Warthogs. But here we go right here. The second half, starting off, Minnesota Floppr going towards the favorable side, looking to try to stretch out this series to get one on the board, not trying to go out in a 3-0 fashion. So control of the map is important. Kills are starting to light up for the Minnesota Floppr. They do get a big 2. And they got to find player 7 who's in his mid cut, but player 3 has to hunt him down before he tries to get the ball. But no! Dapology is just shooting, making sure he does not get taken down, stalls the push out, sends Minnesota Floppr back to their spawns, and Houston Warthogs did a great job at the first defense of their goal.
Yeah, it's just great teamwork out of them. The trades, the team shots, just back and forth. You can tell the comms are firing for the Warthogs. Now a minute gone in regulation time here. Up to the Floppr now with a lot of map control here, but Tapology with another big first blood onto this push. Jayce's going to find one, but Impo with a quick trade. And now you've got the Floppr just kind of circling around the bomb once again. Warthog is going to try to get some map control, but neither team really looking to grab that device just yet. They need an opening.
Oh, there's 4 right there for
That's an
the
opening.
Houston Warthogs, and they're going all the way. He's going to push as fast as he can. Dabby does slow down, wait for his teammates to get there, but they start falling around him, and he gets surrounded by Minnesota Floppers. Impo does pull in the cruise missile. That did help the score go in by its riding. I didn't hear the cruise missile, but it did come in. It did get a big 2-piece, and it did help Houston Warthogs get this 2-1 lead.
What a score from Houston when it looked like they may have bottled the attempt, able to punch it in. And now 30-17 is Impo on another 4 streak, by the way. And that device is getting moved towards A. Impo finds a big kill, and that is a chain score for the Houston Warthogs. Now 3-1. We've seen this story before. We've seen it play out in 2 previous maps. So close till it isn't. The Warthogs looking to make a statement here as they have a chance to maybe chain another score.
Yeah, they got to hope on the gunfight of Elzen, but 3 big kills go in the favor of Minnesota Floppr to stop this push. Now they got the ball of their own. They're starting to get control of the bottom of this map, but they got to try to find 2 big kills. Player 1, player 2 has to make a play. Does he not? No, they get shut down. Now this ball is still stuck over here in the hotel section, but the kills are just going back and forth. But it's riding Elzen with a big 2. Now this ball is getting pushed up. Oh no, they just you got to get the lead blockers. So the lead blockers are trying to get pushed up for the Houston Warthogs as they are there. But then there goes that first kill. They get taken down. 3 in the kill feed for Minnesota Floppr. Make that 4. Now they got the ball. They're trying to push as fast as they can. He's just running with the ball, head down. Chicken with his head cut off, but Soda there with a 2. See if he can get 3. He's looking for that 3rd player. Pick the ball up, run it in, Jayski. That's what he's telling them. And Jayski's gonna go, and he gets it in at the skin of his teeth. 2-3 ball game. Ball resets to the middle. A minute and 30 to go on the clock, T-Mark.
Oh my God, Jayski with such a great route there to punch it in for the squad. Has the rock once again. Logan with an excellent flank. Gonna bust that defense wide open, but Elzen holding strong. It's gonna delay it just for a moment, and maybe just what they needed. They still got to find this number 4 player. They are going to pick him up. The rest of the Floppr here now to try and make a stand, try and push it through to A. But the guns are just everywhere. The device resets, and now the Houston Warthogs in a favorable position here. Impo, 2-piece in the middle of the map. He's going to start progressing it through, finds another one. Feed this man. He is hungry. The device gets stopped for a moment, but that should be a score. Ryden gets cut down. Can't get there just yet. 40 seconds on the clock, and the Houston Warthogs just from the brink of victory there. Now they got to reset.
The reset is on. Jayski and Co. know they got 30 seconds plus some overtime if they still have control of the device to try to get this in for a tying goal to see in overtime. Maybe a win. I think right now we're in overtime category, but I do not want to call it just yet. Nasty in them. Oh, but there's 3 right there for the size of Houston Warthogs. This ball is down. They do have control of it, so now we're gonna hit the not yet. They gotta pick it up. You got 2 seconds to pick it up. It's Ryan is not letting them pick it up. And Houston Warthogs win this series 3-0. Win this map 3-2. And man, it's riding game-winning play at the end, knowing that the device in hand is the only way this game extends, and he makes sure nobody picks it up.
I mean, just